Yeah, fellas, welcome to the show. This is my second time trying to do this show on the emails I got in, and somehow YouTube kind of jacked it up. It never did get through, so I'm going to try it one more time. If I don't read your email, send it to me again. Okay? Let's see, let me start with fashion, fake, or real. I think that's the one I started with. He writes, yeah, because this is a question for Jovina, actually. Fashion, fake, or real? Yo, player, I know you talk about how important fashion is and how women love men who dress well. My friend told me about a website where people can buy near-perfect fashion brand replicas for a cheap price. My question is, and for Jovina, is it a good idea to wear replica brand clothes around women, or should I wear good quality, non-big brand clothes because women may get turned off by wearing fake brands? Can you answer that?
Well, some women do care, the more hoity-toity ones, I would say. But
Yeah.
most women in general, they just care that you look
Decent.
decent and that you look put together and well, and that you present yourself well in the clothing that you do wear. And not all women are going to know that it's whether it's real or not real unless they actually look at the label. So just make sure you look put together. And it all depends on what you can afford to do. Not everyone can afford to do designer. That's why they have the replicas. So that's a choice you need to make. As long as you look well put together and you're dressing nice and you present really well, that's what women really care about.
P.S. Can you tell me the name of the online marketing guru you talked about when you was at the hotel? And I don't recall which one, which particular moment you're talking about. The only guru I can think of that I've been listening to and following currently is he's called Dr. Ben. I'm part of his syndicate. He's teaching us how to create your WSO and get your product out there. And my WSO is done. I just have to create my marketing page next, which will be my goal for this week, and then do all the steps of getting my product up on to the what's called the Warrior Forum. Some people in internet marketing, you have people who are producers. I'm a producer, okay, and then you have people who are affiliates. Both ways are viable ways to make money online, but it's actually better for you to become a producer, create your own products, because you can hire affiliates to sell your products for you, or have this affiliate sell your products for you. A lot of people, they want to come online and make a fast fortune, and they end up flaming out. It's too bad that one brother, is trying to talk shit because he's trying to market some products, and I could have helped him with that instead of him talking a bunch of shit. But whatever. You live and you learn. Let's see, fighting styles. Okay, I answered this one this morning. He writes, in your last video, you talked about studying Shotokan Karate and Hapkido, and I did not actually study Hapkido. I studied Tang Sudo mixed with Taekwondo, and I studied Kempo and Aikido, so I do apologize for any misinformation. And boxing, okay? He writes, I'm looking to learn a practical, effective fighting style for street defense. Then you definitely want to add either some jiu-jitsu in there or some like Aikido, because fights always break into grappling. I bounced for a number of years, and fights always broke into grappling. I've never seen two guys circle each other and duking it out. Somebody always jumped on the other person, grabbed them, and then you got to know how to handle yourself. Okay, especially if you get down to the floor. You got to know how to get out of moves, be able to take a person's wrist, twist it, move their arm to the side, and guide their energy. That's why I like Aikido. Okay. But you're right. He goes, a lot of people say Aikido is not effective enough and the movements are weak and take too long to perform. That's was my opinion when I first started studying Aikido, and I saw a lot of the guys just going along with the instructor. Then I met a guy that was really good at it and almost got my arm snapped off. So, right, so I've heard good things about Kempo Karate, and yeah, a lot of arm stuff there. A lot of A lot of good arm stuff. People say Hapkido is good because it mixes different styles. They developed Hapkido to defend themselves against the samurai. I believe it was the Okinawans that developed Hapkido. He writes, I also looked into Jeet Kune Do. If you can find a place to study Jeet Kune Do, I would definitely go for it. Krav Maga, I'm not really familiar with that one. I believe it's Israeli, and I don't know anything about the style of fighting there. Could you tell me which fighting styles are the best for practical? Well, I would definitely go with Jeet Kune Do because I like what Bruce did there. I've never studied it. I looked through his book, and I've seen some videos on it, and it looked damn good to me. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Curious question. Hey, Supreme. Hope you're doing well. I got some quick questions I got to ask. Okay, Captain, you got to ask me. Question number 1. You said that when you were growing up as a teenager or a teenage boy, you were a nerd. So I'm wondering, how old were you when you got your first girlfriend? Okay, I was not a nerd. I was a bookworm. I don't know which is worse. I guess a bookworm is not necessarily all that smart, although I was smarter than most of the fellows around me, but I didn't qualify in that nerd category. When I first moved out here to California, I hid my intelligence so I could be around the cool guys in their classes. Then they tested me and stuck me in with the fucking eggheads. I showed up on a test one time. And I hid the fact that I was a bookworm. I read books in quiet, just so I could fit in with the cool guys. But I wasn't like my older brother. The nerds have that one-track mind. They're just wrapped too tight. So I'm fortunate I wasn't saddled with. And I was 19 years old and I got my first girlfriend. As I said this morning, I was in the library as a bookworm. That was my place that was my heaven. That was my shrine, my altar, was go to the library. I was in the parapsychology section. That's what they called it back then, study of the mind and its abilities. And the shelves were stacked like this. There was a table here, and she was sitting there at the table. I came around the last shelf here in the corner, and I looked over there. I saw her, and we smiled at each other. So I went around the shelf, and I started working my way back around. I came around. She was there when the section I had been in. So I kind of moseyed on next to her, and I said, my opening line was, "Are you interested in parapsychology too?" And my ex-wife, who was my ex-wife, we ended up getting married, but she didn't know a goddamn thing about parapsychology or any goddamn psychology. She was actually there sleeping, and I had no idea that someone would actually ever use a library to take a nap in at school. So anyway, that's my experience there. Question number 2. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that, Jovina, that African-American brothers do not like to eat women out down there because it's like giving away their power or pride. Is this true or some bullshit? You'll find the men of my generation do not like to do it. Okay? Does that mean they don't do it? The majority of them do not like to do it. When I get around brothers my own age, they talk about not doing it. And I'm sure some of them are lying about it. I've done it, and I actually learned to be good at it because it was one of the skills I wanted to have. But according to Jovina, she ran into quite a few brothers that were eating pussy.
Huh?
Black guys eating pussy. Yes,
Yeah.
no.
Yes, they do. I'm sorry.
Weren't these younger brothers, though?
Not all of them. Some of them were my
Every
age.
goddamn older brother ate pussy.
Every single one I was with.
Oh, my eyes stuck. Well, I guess I'm an exception to the rule. So anyway, see, I think a lot of these brothers be lying about the shit. But I don't lie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm
She sounds like she's upset.
upset.
Sniffing down there. Gym and women. Hey, Supreme, what's up? What are some tips on picking up girls at the gym? Can I give you any tips? Because I don't believe in picking up girls at the gym because you're there to work out. And that's one of the problems, girls, why I'm in business, because motherfuckers